Hi, I'm in Colonial Williamsburg and we're out and about and we're checking out the different kinds of fruits and vegetables that we can find growing in the month of December during the Christmas season. And if you look over here, this is a pomegranate tree. And before today, I didn't actually know that pomegranates could grow in Virginia, but as you can see, this is a tree with pomegranates on it. So this is super exciting. We're about to head into a colonial garden with lots of great winter greens, and we're just going to see some really cool stuff.
Good day, sir.
How are you?
Good. Hope you're having a good visit.
Oh, we're having a great visit.
Good.
So check this out. This glass dome, what do they call that?
That's called a bell jar, and it was used extensively in the 18th century, and we do now. There's nothing under it now, but over on the corner there, you'll see I've got one right next to a young artichoke.
Okay.
So before I go home tonight, I'll put that over the artichoke to keep it good overnight, so the frost doesn't get to the artichoke. So we use them for young plants.
Gotcha.
The older plants can take the cold weather, but the younger plants we need to cover them.
Great, great. And then what vegetable is that?
That's a German beer radish, and it is great.
Beer radish.
Yeah, that's a big radish, about the size of a turnip, and it's supposed to be good with beer.
Really?
I don't know anything this is good with beer, but
Yeah. And then this is
well, these are garlic. This
that's
is garlic.
garlic.
2 rows
So
of
that'll
garlic.
grow all through the
All
winter,
through the winter.
and then you'll harvest it late spring? Or?
Well, actually, it'll be more in the summer. It'll be more
Like
July.
June, July.
About July, it seems to. They seem to get finished. But if you don't plant your garlic in the fall, you'll never get a big enough bulb.
Right.
But that bulb continues to grow during the winter.
Right. Now, is that a special type of garlic? Or just,
Well, we have 2 different kinds. One is a stiff-neck garlic, and the other is a soft-neck garlic. And they had both of them back in the 18th century. So.
And stiff neck doesn't store as well?
Yeah,
as
that's
soft
right.
neck,
That's right. I think that's it.
Gotcha. And then what about these cold boxes?
Okay, well these are
Going
actually,
on?
we call these hotbeds.
Hotbeds?
Now if you come back here in January, we'll clean out the compost in here. It goes down about 2.5, 3 feet. And we'll go out to the field and we'll pick up fresh horse manure. And we'll put about 2.5 feet of fresh horse manure in, then another 1/2 foot to a foot of fine soil, and then we'll plant our seeds for the spring crop. We'll put straw around it. The manure will give us so much heat that it'll be 95 degrees. So we have to let it cool down a little bit, put the windows over it, faces south, and that's how we'll germinate all our spring crops.
Great.
And then once they get going and big enough, we'll move them down to the cold frame, which is the 3rd box down, and then out into the garden.
What you planting here?
That's broad beans, or you might know it by the Italian fava bean.
Oh.
It's a cool weather bean. It'll be, hope it'll be sprouting up by Christmas, and then it grows slowly through the winter. And the idea of this platform is, once they've sprouted, if we have a cold night, we'll put straw on top, and that'll reduce the radiation to keep them a little bit warmer. Broad beans really like the cool weather. They are much better grown in cool weather than later in the spring.
And then you'll harvest that in May?
Yeah,
June?
yeah, May I think is usually when.
I see, that's a nice long crop. Cabbages. Flat
Shallots.
Cabbage, and then these are shallots.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What's this root crop?
Well, this is a cabbage, but this is a winter radish. But this is a big black Spanish radish.
Oh, the black radish.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a tough radish.
That is that. It is that.
Wow. Check that out, a black radish. Nice.
Here.
Hey, I want to check this out down here. This is purple kohlrabi and green kohlrabi.
Oh, okay.
And what's it called?
Turnip cabbage, sir.
Turnip cabbage.
Yes,
So-
yes. I mean,
They
in a
didn't
British
call it-
colony, you would not use that German term.
In our stores, we call it kohlrabi. And then what are these back in here?
Those are
Is this
spinaches. Spinaches.
Like a Savoy style? Or?
Well, not Savoy, but they're three different spinaches, and they just love the cold weather. The fourth column, the last row out, is corn salad. I don't know whether you've ever had
Mash,
corn.
they call that.
Yeah,
Mash,
yeah.
So what's a good recipe for kohlrabi?
My wife has gotten one that she shreds it and then puts it in a cast iron frying pan and cooks it, and that heat seems to bring out the flavor. I think it's a underrated vegetable. I
Yeah.
think it's a great vegetable, and not many people know it.
Now I've heard you can eat the greens as well.
I guess
heard
I've
that.
never eaten the greens.
Neither
I
have
can't
we.
I can't tell you.
Yeah, we knew. We haven't either. All right, so I'm super excited about this next row here. We're going to look at lots of the greens that we carry out in the stores. And we'll start here with broccoli and cauliflower. Cauliflower broccoli. So you've got like a Roman style broccoli, and you've got a cauliflower style broccoli, and I can't read that one, but these are all broccolis. Here's celery root right in here. And then we've got a Savoy cabbage, and then a yellow Savoy, which I don't think we've ever carried, but maybe. Turnip greens and turnips in here, white. Purple top turnip, so get down in there and look at that purple top. Right in there. We've got like a regular green kale. Looks like they're calling that Scotch kale. And then this is rape. This just looks like another type of kale. And then here's our little baby lacinatos. Look at that. And then here's the bane of our existence, the kale that won't sell. Red Russian. You guys love that. What we got here, like another kale. And then this, look at these collards. Look at the color on that, y'all. So I'm standing out in front of the governor's palace here in Colonial Williamsburg, and we're about to head down and take a sneak peek of the governor's garden. And we're just gonna pan out through it, but you'll see lots of things up there, greens wise, including artichokes again. So Karen, why don't you come down here? You'll see out there red cabbage and these plots. But the really impressive part for me is the terracing that went on to make use of this hill. Once again, you see that red Russian kale up there. And then over there are the artichokes again, those big tall plants, which just amazes me it grows around here.